This group in front of us in the yellow, this is an honor flight group. And what this is, these are veterans and they get a free trip to DC to see their memorials. So all the different war memorials and Arlington Cemetery. In the past, they used to get a police escort through town. They would be able to go through every red light, although that apparently has stopped. But it's always great to run into honor flight groups when I'm with my students. We encourage the students to go up and talk to them and thank them for their service. And the students love meeting the veterans, and the veterans love meeting the students. It's really a bridge between generations when this happens. So it's always kind of like a golden moment when we run into honor flights with the kids. So right now I'm here on my own, so this is not one of those opportunities. But it's always a special moment when we see the honor flights. But right now we are kind of on an outer perimeter where they have all the signage. So I want to give you a little bit of a look at that.
Our would walk all the way from Arizona.
Everyone could see that too, not just me. You can earn over a royal reserve if you can become a decision.
This is a big grassy area just behind the memorial, and in the summertime on Tuesday nights they have what's called a sunset parade. So there is a Marine barracks in Washington DC just over the river. They come out here to this space and there is a whole ceremony where they do drills and play kind of marching band type music with drums. And there's all this pageantry, and they play the national anthem and other types of military music. And it's a real kind of family event kind of thing to do. And people bring their lawn chairs, and it lasts for about 45 minutes. Some tour companies come here all the time with their groups, and I have worked with them a little bit, and I have been out here for that with my groups. But the company I work for the most doesn't do this for whatever reason. So I've only seen it a few times, but it is pretty cool. And here's a view of the statue from the back. So this right in front of us is all part of the grounds to watch the sunset parade. And this is great. A quite disproportionately sized flag. That flag is massive in comparison to the soldiers, but yeah, I love it. It is right here on top of the signage. This is part of the downtown district of Roslyn of Arlington, Virginia. So this is basically part of the downtown Arlington skyline.
I mentioned at the end of part 1 that we would be hearing more on the sculptor. Does this statue look like anything we may have seen already? Welcome to the world of Felix de Weldon. The Iwo Jima statue is his most famous work, but I traveled to the other side of the world to show you his second most famous creation, the National Monument in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It is clearly different, but the similarities are striking. This memorial honors the soldiers who fought and died to gain independence for Malaysia from the British, a historical truth that may resonate with Americans. Take a close look at the soldiers. Look at their positioning, their uniforms, the details of their movements. They scream struggle, just as the Marines at Iwo Jima do. Even the base looks similar, both with the rocks and the inscriptions. Every day, busloads of tourists come to visit this memorial. When they do, Arlington sleeps. When it's the middle of the night in Kuala Lumpur, busloads of tourists visit the Iwo Jima statue in Virginia. This means that the works of Felix de Weldon are being appreciated at a large scale all around the clock. But it's not only these. In his lifetime, de Weldon completed over 2,000 public monuments, making him the most prolific sculptor in history. He has over 30 in the DC metro area alone and has works on all 7 continents, including a statue of Admiral Byrd in Antarctica. Some people in this world are born with a true calling, and I think it's safe to say that Felix de Weldon was one of them. He lived into his 90s, passing away in 2003.
Thanks for joining me out here today at the Marine Corps Memorial. I always love coming out here. It's such a great place to be, and I hope you loved it as well. And I will see you in the next place. This is Vigoroso, off to the next cool spot. Take care, guys.